like your energy. I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. Don't make me jog your memory. I did upgrade, you didn't upgrade it. The world, how they forgetting me. Please make it make some sense to me. How you talking about the greatest, still ain't greatest? Mention me. Them bands, I want the symphony. 15 in it, went instantly. Lately I've been catching plays, it's like it's meant to be. I got rich in the...
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Not something you expect to see from the opening kickoff, that's for sure, and they will start at the 40. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson to the 43, second down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Heineke now from the 50. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They go play action. Now Heineke. Rolling to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And it goes down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Now after the sack, Heineke and the Washington offense going to face a tough 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Trash Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Gonna run again here with Pollard. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The Cowboys at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 41 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Martin, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Heineke finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 3rd down, Heineke. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
They begin the drive with Robinson, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Heinicke to throw it. Able to connect with Dotson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Sensational he was last week, over 200 yards. And the simple quote that we saw this week was, keep him in front of us. They're going to have to do that.
And when they say that, it means tackling him after the catch. Because once he makes the catch, you may catch it in front. But if you don't tackle him, he's behind you at that point, and that's how he racks up the big yardage.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Play action now. Here's Heinicke. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. A run here for J.D. McKissic. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run with McKissick. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And they'll try to throw now. Heineke. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the play fake, Heineke. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Play action. Heineke. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Heineke. He gets it to Thomas. And some room to work. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Logan Thomas was an interesting name to watch coming into 2021, but injuries limited him to just 6 games. If he can stay on the field, Washington really likes what he can do coming off of his breakout in 2020. There's a first down catch right there.
Let's go.
They'll throw again. Heineke. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Heineke. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now after the sack, Heineke and the Washington offense going to face a tough 3rd and long. They'll drop the throw. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they try to get it all. One throw right there.
Sooner Tress way on to punt the football. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 96 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Pollard again. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's McKissick, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Heineke. Completes this to J.D. McKissick out of the backfield. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. They will run it. It's McKissick. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what from you.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And a play fake, and now Heineke. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Well, now what do? Do you run it again? Didn't have success there, or do you throw it?
Yeah, I think in play action right now. Fake it and get a quick pass to your favorite receiver and just try and gain some yardage and help out your punter.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And what is going on here? I've got 3rd down. Screen shows 3rd down, but they've got the punt team out there. That's taken it around the 40. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They've won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Robinson up the middle, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd down and 6. From the gun, Heineke. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Now Heineke. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense at this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. They'll run left with Pollard. got some space here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 124 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Commanders will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Donovan Wilson that time there on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Tackle made by Chase Young.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Prescott. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did.
Stops short of the goal line. No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and 10.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
It's a keeper with Prescott, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Cowboys have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Moore, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On second down, here's Heineke again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing. Heineke. Throwing for his running back. He's got him complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Now Heineke on 4th down. He's got McLaurin, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
He'll look to throw. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They'll look to throw. Going right back to Dotson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Back to throw. Out left to Dotson. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. 2nd and 3 from the 9. Heineke again. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. Complete at the 1. And he is not going to reach the goal line. A courageous call to try for 2, but they will remain down by a point. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Now a give here to Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So this one will end in a